hope you know what is this. These are incense sticks. As you might have seen, these are used for the purpose of puja in our house. In front of God, we generally put these and they are used for worshipping God. So we have got incense stick written here. They are available of different varieties. I have got these two varieties at my home. So I am showing you these incense sticks. Now with these incense sticks, what I will do, I will show you. I am taking one incense stick. Actually this is called as incense stick because it is having a very wonderful smell. You can smell it and you can see that it's having very wonderful smell. I can take out the incense stick which is there inside this also. See, there is a set of incense stick inside this. It is present like this. So this one also is having a good smell, and there are available different type of incense sticks in the market. Some of them are having smell of different flowers. So they have been made of different flower smell, or there is fragrance of different flowers in these incense sticks. So let's see this incense stick. For burning this incense stick, I have got this matchstick which is available in covers like this. I have taken from there, and this incense stick I will put on the stand. There are stands available in the market of different types which I am showing you here. You see, this is one stand for burning incense sticks, and this is another stand for burning the incense stick. So when I burn this incense stick, then what is the change which is occurring in this? That I am going to show you. So this is our matchstick, and with the help of matchstick, I will burn the incense stick. This matchstick, when it is burning, there is a chemical change occurring in this because the wood is getting burnt, ash is being formed, and there is some smoke which is getting released in the process. Now you can see when it has turned off or blown off, then there is ash and smoke is coming out of this burning of this matchstick. Now let's burn the incense stick with the help of the matchstick. So this incense stick we will burn like this. I have put the incense stick, I have taken, and you can see I am burning the incense stick. So you can see the incense stick is burning. So smoke is coming out, and with that you can see when the fire is burning, smoke is coming out. With that black colored smoke is there, and when you smell it, the smell is also very good. I will blow it off, and now you see how it is burning. The smoke is coming out, and smoke is having very good smell or fragrance. And you can see this part which is burning. This part which is burning is turning into ash, and this which is coming out is the smoke. So burning of the incense stick is actually a chemical change because new products are being formed, that is this ash is formed, the smoke is getting released, and this is an irreversible change because you can see slowly the incense stick is burning and the ash is getting produced, the smoke is being released in the process. So all of this is actually a chemical change, as we cannot get back the original incense stick. Original incense stick, you can see this was the original incense stick. And if we compare the sizes, you can see size is also reducing of this incense stick because from top it is burning and it is converting into ash and smoke is being released. So I hope by comparing these two incense sticks, it is clear to you that there is a chemical change occurring in the process of burning of the incense stick. And in the process of burning of the matchstick also there was a chemical change. It's not a physical change but it's a chemical change which is occurring here. Now I will show you an activity of burning the, see I have put it on the stand and when it's burning, still it's burning and the ash has fallen down of the incense stick, and some ash is supposed to be auspicious also in many of the religions, and for curing some of the diseases some people believe that this ash is very useful. Smoke is getting released, and now let me show you this burning of this kapoor or camphor. So this is the kapoor or camphor which I am having. Hope you are able to see this. And even on the side of the vessel you can see there is some kapoor which has come over because it is vaporized. Actually this is a thing which will sublime. Sublime means solid will immediately convert into gas when it is burnt. So let us do this activity and check it. When we burn this also a very good fragrance of camphor will come. So it is also burned during the some religious ceremonies. So let's see this, how it happens. So I am burning it here and again taking the matchstick. So again I am going to do some chemical change by burning this matchstick. Now this is my kapoor. I hope you may be able to see this. So I put this fire on that and it has started burning. So again in the matchstick there was a chemical change and this kapoor of mine or camphor is burning. Now when the camphor is burning, there is no liquid formed out of this. Maybe you are able to see it if I bring it near to you. This is also used in case of worship to God. So if I put it off, I have blown it off. So you can see a good fragrance comes of this camphor, and again this solid part is left and the smoke which came out of this camphor. If I will collect it, then it will again condense and it will become the solid camphor. So in this case the change, because vapor is forming and vapor is again condensed and it can become again the solid form. So we can say it's a reversible change and there is a physical change occurring in this, because kapoor is getting converted into vapor and again if condensed it will convert into solid camphor, and there is a process of sublimation occurring in this. Hopefully you are able to see this camphor is still there inside it. So students, I think you might have understood the various types of chemical reactions or chemical changes which I have shown here. This is a chemical change which is occurring with this incense stick. There is a chemical change which is occurring with this matchstick on burning. But with the camphor, I have shown you the burning of camphor which was a reversible change. So it's a physical change, and here sublimation is occurring because camphor directly converts from the solid form to gaseous form, and then if you condense it, it will convert back to solid camphor. So I hope you have understood the different type of changes which are occurring here, that is physical and chemical changes, and it's very clear to you, so don't. See students, this is the incense stick which is burning, and this is the camphor which has been burnt and then again condensed. So again we can see this solid camphor incense stick on the incense stand, and this incense stick size has reduced, which you can compare with a normal incense stick, and you can see the difference. size is reducing, and you can see ash has fallen down here. So burning of incense stick and the matchstick burning, both are chemical changes, while here sublimation of camphor is occurring. So it's very clear to you what is physical change, what is chemical change, and you can now differentiate between physical and chemical changes easily. And these chemical changes are also irreversible, you can understand, because incense stick size has reduced and ash is formed, smoke is getting released. So size of the incense stick has reduced. Now you cannot get back the original incense stick like this. So it's clear to you, I hope, that what is the chemical change and why chemical change is irreversible. See students, the incense stick has burned fully and it has turned into ash, and nothing is left of the incense stick, and smoke is released and ash is only left. But you can see this camphor is still there. Little bit it might have evaporated, but remaining solid part of camphor is still there. So burning of this incense stick is a chemical change. I think it should be clear to you now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are liking the science activities, and you can share the videos with your friends also. You can press the like button, and don't forget to give your wonderful remarks. So thank you for staying tuned with me for such a long time. Thank you for being the wonderful subscribers. Thanks to all of you.